Hello Leos, and how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 25th of November through to the 1st of December. Hope you're doing well. If you want to be part of the 2025 Zoom Room Energy Tarot reading, where you can ask a question and we can pull some cards on that question and so forth for the year of 2025, there is a link in the description below. You're more than welcome to join us there. Book up your place with that link. Yes, energies. We're going to be looking at the energies and seeing how that's going to be playing within your elements later on. But before we do all of that, let's just jump straight in there to see what's going on with your Astroflower for this coming week. Okay, so there it is here. Excuse me. Okay. This is the general energy that's coming through this week here. You got to be careful of the work-play ethic here. I think there's a lot going on your financial side rather than on your relationship side. But the problem with that is that you seem to be diverting a lot of your energy over to one side. Now, this increases the pressure that you will receive in the sense of spiritual, emotional, relationship, energetic sort of side. I feel that there's a lot of pressure coming in from the outside world, and it could be a good pressure. Someone's pressuring you to get married or so forth, or get on and organize sort of living with someone or something like that, or you may be having sort of like real advancements from people. That could well be the pressure. It doesn't necessarily mean the bad pressure. Just the thing is, in that case, you've got to be involved in it in order to really seize on that beautiful opportunity of love. And this is where I think there needs to be a little bit of a work-play balance brought back into your life within you. And it's certainly directed, as I say, and it's sometimes good to go full on into your workspace. And I can totally understand that. But just be wary of that. That's more than anything else. Three of Wands. I think this pertains to your relationship side. I think there's something that you're holding back on at the moment, Leos, and it's like sort of in a minute. I'll do it in a second. And it's not like sort of kind of like that you're so busy that you can't deal with it. It could well be the case, but also at the same time, I think there's a sort of case of for yourself. It's like you're avoiding it. And I wouldn't avoid it, Leo, if I was you. A decision to be made or something like that, or an advancement or a breakup, whatever where it is. The idea is to get you into a nice balanced place. On your financial side here, I think it's more of a case of you picking a pathway. And that's what's got to happen for you. And I wouldn't do it, dilly-dally about it. I'd get on and sort of pick your pathway. Let's just see what's going on your relationship side. Your karmic path, it looks like a zip. It looks like the Four of Wands in a way. It's almost as if like your life is here and someone else's life is here, or other people's lives, and it's gradually zipping together. And that's what it seems like. It seems like you've got to engage. It's on your karmic path to engage in the relationships that are around you and to take a stance one way or another. And I think it could be a good thing. But it's very practical, that sort of karmic path. On the connections to the universe, there's a lot of demand for you in the world. There's a desire here. I think the energies through the synchronicities, through the coincidences, and through the people that are around you, I think it's encouraging you to go out and play. Come out and play, come out and play. And this could be to do with this work play ethic, really, more than anything else. On your past self, it's not moving. It's sort of saying, we've made a choice, let's stick to it and let's do it. I think it's a very honourable choice. And I think, but it needs to be put into action, as it were. And what's the future self saying here? In a decision that you make, it certainly makes life better for you, I think. Whichever way it is, either it's going into a relationship or stepping out of one, whichever way it is. And it's almost sort of saying it depends on the choices you're making. It's all to do with this card here, I think, about the dilly dallying in the world. And it's sort of saying if you don't dilly dally, it's going to be great. You can construct something absolutely brilliant. If you do dilly dally, I think you'll find yourself sort of like cornered in a way, and I don't think that's very good for you. Let's just see what's going on the lessons for this week here. Any direction is better than no direction. That's what it seems like. Any direction is better than no direction. Look at that. It's Ace of Wands within your relationship side on your karmic path. And as I said, like you've got the Three of Wands there on the overall energies that's coming through you. You've got to make some choices here, Leo. You've definitely got to make some choices. And I think it's driven by your passion of living, of being engaged with other people that are around you, with collective people, taking a place, being in that community and so forth, being, in codependency and stuff and so forth. It's just taking your place, real passionate sort of like take your place sort of scenario. In the world that is around you, is that what you're running from? Is it what you're running from? Could be, because that's what I feel like here is a little bit of that. And are you running from, the woes and worries that the world serves you up on your plate? And kind of going, do I really want to deal with this? Do I really want this? And it's a repetitive thing. So it could be like a situation that maybe like that you need to organise. And that situation, you talk, and then when you come back to talk another time, you're talking about the same thing. It seems to be that sort of thing, and it needs to be broken, that cycle. Yeah, in the past, here is sort of like, decisions have been made. I think this is the past is waiting around as if to sort of say, come on, what are you playing at? You streamline these three cups into this one beautiful cup, and it's now a case of going out there and get it. Are you worried about what the world is going to think about you? Maybe this is it. You've got a passionate path to follow, and I wouldn't worry about what people think, because they're not living your life. They don't have to make the choices for you. You have to make the choices for you. So, and you got at the top there, you got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is about you taking a direction here. And if you don't take that direction, as I said, I think you're going to find yourself a little bit boxed in. Look at that heart down there. Hang on a second, let me get it close to you. So you can see the heart that's down there. It is jailed up. The Queen of Swords is taking a logical decision about the direction she must take. And it seems like this is in the future. You need to take that logical decision. And you have to engage your passion into that decision. Once you do, I think it's going to clear up a lot of things for you. In the lessons this week here, you get the Knight of Wands. It's getting on. It's using your passions in a spontaneous sort of fashion of really driving your pathway through desire of what you wish to experience, in the world, and getting into the rhythm of life. Decisions need to be made, and once you make those decisions, it's going to make life a lot easier for you, I think, Leo. Okay, let's just see what's going on the financial side. On the karmic path here, the karmic path seems to be sorting out a few things. Have you bitten off more than you can chew? It feels like you've taken on a lot of different things, and this is what could be preoccupying you. And it's just like your karmic path is like a postal worker and just kind of going, okay, this parcel's got to go over there, and this letter's got to go there. And, trying to get it all down so you can actually do the work. Or get on with your career path or your business or your projects. Just be wary about taking on too much. Let's see what's going on in the universe and the connection for the the coincidences and the synchronicities. I'll get that out in a minute. Blimey. Let's just see what's going on there for you. this is almost, it's like the universe or the energy that is around you or the synchronicities are giving you a bit of peace. They're sort of like, it's almost like, I don't know if you've ever been to like a football match or match. You know, you got people standing around ticket gates and sort of saying, oh no, this is your ticket, you've got to go around there. And they're sort of like redirecting them, sort of saying, oh no, this door here, you can't come through. You know, and it's really protecting you, trying to take a lot of weight off your plate, as it were. Let's just see what's going on in your past. This tied into this. Maybe there's a connection that you were doing through work and has put you into a bit of a pickle in your relationship side. That could well be for some of you. But here it's sort of saying here, it's sort of, I think this is a case of taking on too much, and it's sort of like your past self is sort of saying, okay, look, whilst we sort this out, just concentrate your passions on your relationship side. Let's just see what's going on in your future self. It seems to be like 2 or 3 opportunities, and it seems to be like you're streamlining them into one. It's like you love pastries, or you say you love pastries, so you open up a baker's shop, and out of that baker's shop, you kind of say, well, we should put a couple of tables out the front and do coffees, so people can have a coffee with their sort of like pastries. We might as well do sandwiches. It's that sort of thing, and it's within a job. It's sort of kind of like also saying like I'm good at accountancy and I'm good at management, and maybe I should be a director of a supermarket or something like that. You know, within your career path, it's streamlining your attributes into one sort of direction, which is really good. And what's the lessons that come out of this week here? Okay, concentration means value. So basically, if the roads were paved with gold, gold would be worthless. It's only because it's rare that it becomes, that it's really expensive. So I think here is like, in order to give yourself a lot more value, I think you need to streamline a lot of things, and start working on one plan rather than another. Should I take that? Yeah, I'm going to take that one. Yeah, you're learning here. This is postal service sort of scenario. On your karmic path here, you get the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is all learning about being a farmer, basically. All about planting that seed there that he has in his field and watching it grow, nurturing it, recolting or harvesting the fruit from that, and having enough seeds from that harvest in order to plant for next year, increasing them in value. And this is what I mean about sort of like concentrating things a little bit in your life. And it takes time. Takes a little bit of time, and I think this is where you're going through a learning process here. Really good learning process. On your connection to the universe, you get the 5 of Cups. Yeah, I think the universe here is sort of saying that you've got too much on your plate, and if they were to put more on your plate, you'll only be disappointed with life. So I think you'll find that there's a lot less in the way of coincidences and synchronicities happening within your workspace, because the universe is trying to sort of say to you, come on, Leo, streamline it. In the past self, yeah, you've gone off on a mission. You really have gone off on a mission in the past. You've been on this mission of opening multitudes of doorways and possibilities around you within your physical and your material world, in your sort of finances and so forth. And that's possibly opened up that connection that we got over here. What is that connection there? Well, it's almost as if, like, the pressure that you seem to be, there seems to be like, okay, this may really be specific to one person, right? But it seems like, to me, that you may have created a lot of activity around you financially. And that's put you into decisions within your relationships. And because you went off on this mad mission, it's created these sort of positions within your relationship side, and you've got to stick by it. And it's putting a bit of pressure on your financial side, because that mission at the beginning was going really well, and it seems to, it's now learning how to cultivate it. Yeah, as I said, there's more than one opportunity on the future self. You get the 3 of Cups. This is, as I said, sort of like, you're the baker there in the middle, and that's the coffee shop, that's the coffee, and that's the sandwiches sort of scenario. You're bringing happily things together. because you need to streamline it. And once you streamline it and stay on that mission and connect it to your material life, then I think you're going to come out with some really good ones. In the lessons out of this week here is, be a leader in your life. This is all, as I said, value comes through concentration. And once you start concentrating your value and start really putting it in one direction, it's going to be absolutely brilliant for you. Very, very good for you. Okay, so let's just pull up the sun, and we'll have a look at how the sun is affecting the reading this week here, the energies that are coming through. So we got the sun here. We've seen that on the energy update. If you want to see and get more detail about that, you're more than welcome. There's a lot of corona holes and filament energies. There is some solar flares, but nothing really happening in our sort of direction. So it's mainly the corona holes and the filament energies. We go into much detail about what different types of energies that sort of create on the energy update if you want to go and see it. So that's been really sort of like the main two drivers of the energy at the moment. That's earth and water energy. And you can see here, this is where we get the eruptions on the sun. There's not much in the way of sort of like eruptions. There's a few M flares. This has been earlier this week. And the aura or the energy of the earth has been very, very stable. But in fact, it's because the energy is coming from within. And there's been some quite significant things, and I went through this on the energy update. We had a earthquake in the South Pole and an earthquake in the North Pole. And it's got to be said, the volcanoes in Iceland have started opening up again because of this earthquake situation. And I called it a reset. And it's a reset into getting things done, going from that air energy into that earth energy. So let's just have a quick look and see how that plays out on your flower. So we're looking for earth and water combinations here. And looking at your flower, the only place you do have any water coming into your flower is up here. You do get pressures from the outside. There's water there. You can't actually see it, but it's actually water that comes in from Scorpio. And so you get this, it's a little bit of pressure from the outside world. And I think this is about the decisions you've made. It's coming in from the outside world, but it's mainly on this section here. And this section here is all to do with the here and now, why, when, where, the synchronicities of life, just being in the here and now and on the ball, as it were. So I think we're going to pull, you've got mutable earth that comes in from Virgo here. So this is like, there's a sort of plan that needs to be put into place. There's a bit of maneuverability that's going on. That's also giving you a bit of maneuverability on your future self for your financial side. And I think this is where you're streamlining it. You're using that energy to streamline things, or you should be. The cardinal water that comes in from Cancer in here gives you that direction on that decision you need to make on your relationship side. So it's within you, there needs to be a direction that you seem to need to take, because we got the Queen of Swords at the top, and that's exactly what I said. On your financial side, once you get that streamlined and once you realize that actually concentration is real value, this gives you that directional force for that Three of Cups. So let's just bring up your flowers again. Let's just have a look at that. Let's just see what's going on there. And as I say, we're looking at this crossing point here in this section here. Okay, so we're going to pull a few cards on there and see what the mutable energies. We're going to start on the relationship side and see what the mutable decisions that you can be making here and positioning yourself in life. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles, you've got to recognize what works. You've got to recognize what works within your relationships and so forth. It's making it very, very obvious in the decisions that you're making, in the direction you're taking. Also, the Two of Pentacles helps you to reveal something for you more than anything else. Let's just have a look at this emotional direction that you should be taking. You get the Four of Pentacles. Now that's leading down onto this Four of Cups as well. It's almost as if like the decision has been made. Don't hold on too tightly because you've got that mutable earth. Don't hold on too tightly. But it's certainly saying more than anything else, there is great value in the way in which you give your emotions, your time, your energies, everything like that to the world that is around you. So you're being very select. You should be very select about how you put your energies into the world. Obviously, I think this will resolve this problem here from outside in the rest of the world that is around you. Let's just see what's going on with this directional energy that comes into your relationship, on your financial side, sorry. Okay. Ten of Swords. It says at the bottom everything is fine, and it is, because this is done. This is over with. This is not. She's not in any pain anymore. But it's all to do with the ending of a communication with something, the end with something. This is where I'm talking about where the energy is coming in here. It's going to curtail and streamline your life, or help to streamline your life. The more you engage in that streamlining, the better you're going to be, the more control over you will have over your destiny, and you will be able to choose where you're going. What's this mutable earth that comes through it? Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, nurturing the things that work for you in your financial side will certainly benefit your relationship side. So yeah, there you go. There you go, Leo. Thanking you very much for being here with us. Don't forget about the Energy 2025 reading that we've got a link for in the description below. If you want to be part of that, ask a question, have some cards pulled. Be lovely to see you there. Yeah, there's also the energy update. Go and see the energy update. That'll give you much more updates on the different types of energies coming through, the messages from the earth. Interesting message this week, and chakra sequencing. Very interesting chakra sequencing this week. Yes, I will see you soon. Thank you very much for all your support. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.